When you mention the name Vernon's in Corpus Christi, most people know what that is. But who is it? Or what is it? Vernon's is one of the oldest bars in Corpus Christi, coming in close with Lou's, its brother down the road. Vernon's opened in 1948, first originally as a drive-in diner with car hops and all. The solid wood inside was believed to be bought from an old bowling alley that was being torn down at the time. In 1984, a deputy sheriff named Lou Gray was out playing poker one night. Lou was already the owner of Lou's Saloon, but somehow that night, in that poker game, the bar was on the table and Lou won it. Lou didn't really want the bar and tried to give it back, but the guy that lost it didn't want it back. So Lou acquired Vernon's. Lou had a wife named Betty Gray, and Betty Boop was her favorite character. So she had her husband Lou paint a beautiful portrait of Betty Boop in the back office. Lou had two daughters, and one day he gave Vernon's to one daughter and Lou's Saloon to the other. A young man by the name of Royce Cameron would go in with his father often and do some chores around the bar for him and his dad's friend. One day, when he was at a Christmas party, Lou's daughter asked if Royce would like to buy the bar. Royce had such a fear of anybody buying the bar and changing it that, in his state, he said yes. And this is what Royce had to say about continuing the legacy of Vernon's.
I was drunk in another bar, Lou's Saloon, which is the sister bar to Vernon's. They were owned by sisters, originally owned by their dad, both. When he passed, one sister got Lou's, one sister got Vernon's. And I was really, really drunk at the Christmas party, and the sister who owned Vernon's son was there and said they were going to be selling it. And I was like, you're selling it to me because somebody else will screw it up. Because Lou Gray and my dad were really good friends, which is their dad, and so I grew up with all of them and didn't trust anybody at that time anyway. In my condition, didn't trust anybody to do it right.
So that's why. All right.
And then the next morning, hungover, confirmed, did we buy a bar last night?
You confirmed it and you bought it with Justin?
Yeah, I bought it with my nephew Justin. He had just moved back from Connecticut, been up there for 10 years, and had sold out his part of the business up there he was involved in, and was living with us at the house and trying to figure out what his next step was, and I think I made it for him.
From the original sinks and what looked like candle holders in the restroom, Royce has stayed true to his word and kept everything original. And the people of Corpus Christi, Texas sure appreciate it. This is Chantel Brayson.